Did you know that the chocolate bar you enjoy today went through a journey of over 2 weeks and more than 20 different steps before reaching your hands? Even more surprising is the fact that raw cocoa beans taste absolutely nothing like chocolate. They are bitter, acidic, and completely unappetizing. So how does this humble seed transform into one of the most beloved treats on earth? Stay with us until the end to discover the secret process that happens inside a small artisanal chocolate factory, and you might never look at your favorite chocolate the same way again. Music, welcome to this small chocolate factory where tradition meets precision in every single batch. Before we dive into the process, we would love to now let us begin this incredible journey from bean to bar. Music, everything starts thousands of miles away in the tropical regions near the equator. Cocoa trees, known scientifically as Theobroma cacao, which literally means food of the gods, grow only in a narrow band around the world. Countries like Ghana, Ivory Coast, Ecuador, and Madagascar produce most of the world's cocoa beans. Each region gives the beans unique flavor characteristics, much like wine grapes from different vineyards. The factory we are visiting today sources its beans directly from small farms in South America, ensuring fair prices for farmers and exceptional quality for the final product. Music. When the cocoa pods arrive at the farm, workers use machetes to carefully cut them from the trees. Each pod contains between 30 and placed in large wooden boxes or banana leaf piles for fermentation. This is where the magic truly begins. Fermentation lasts between 5 and 7 days, during which natural yeasts and bacteria break down the pulp and trigger chemical reactions inside the bean. Temperatures can reach 50 degrees Celsius during peak fermentation. Without this step, chocolate as we know it would not exist. It must be dried to reduce their moisture content from about 60% down to 7 or 8%. In traditional settings, farmers spread the beans on large wooden platforms or raised beds under the sun. Workers rake them several times a day to ensure even drying. This process takes 1 to 2 weeks, depending on weather conditions. Some regions use mechanical dryers when rain is frequent, but sun drying is generally preferred for developing the best flavors. Once dried, the beans are packed in burlap sacks and shipped to chocolate makers around the world. Music. Now we enter the small factory where the real transformation happens. The first step here is a thorough inspection and sorting of the beans. Only the best beans move forward. This manual sorting might seem old-fashioned, but it ensures that only premium quality beans enter the production line. A single bad bean can ruin an entire batch of chocolate. Music. The sorted beans are then weighed and recorded. Traceability is essential in artisanal chocolate making. The factory keeps detailed records of each batch, including the origin of the beans, the farmers who grew them, and the date of processing. This information often appears on the final packaging, allowing consumers to know exactly where their chocolate comes from. Music roasting is one of the most critical steps in chocolate making. The beans are placed in a rotating drum roaster, similar to those used for coffee. Undergo the Maillard reaction, the same chemical process that gives brown foods their distinctive flavor. Moisture evaporates, the shells become brittle, and hundreds of flavor compounds develop. The factory fills with an intoxicating aroma that is impossible to describe. A skilled chocolate maker monitors the roast carefully using sight, sound, and smell to determine the perfect moment to stop. Music. After roasting, the beans must cool quickly to prevent over-roasting from residual heat. They are transferred to a cooling tray with a perforated bottle. Flavors developed during roasting. Music. The cooled beans now move to the winnowing machine. This ingenious device cracks the beans and separates the outer shells from the inner nibs. The beans pass through a series of rollers that break them into small pieces. Then a stream of air blows away the lighter shells while the heavier nibs fall into a collection container. The shells, which make up about 12% of the bean weight, are not wasted. Many factories sell them for garden mulch or use them to make cocoa tea. The nibs are pure cocoa, containing roughly 50% cocoa butter and 50% cocoa solids. These small pieces are the essence of chocolate. Music before grinding. The nibs are weighed again to calculate how much sugar and other ingredients include a small amount of cocoa butter to adjust texture and a tiny amount of vanilla for depth of flavor. The best craft chocolate avoids artificial emulsifiers and additives, letting the natural cocoa flavors shine through. Music. Now comes the grinding process, which transforms the solid nibs into liquid chocolate. The nibs are fed into a machine that generates heat, which keeps the cocoa butter liquid. Sugar is added gradually during this process. The melanger runs continuous for anywhere from 24 to 72 hours, depending on the desired smoothness. Particle size is measured using a micrometer. The goal is to reduce all particles to below 20 microns, which is smaller than the human tongue can detect. This is what gives high-quality chocolate its silky smooth texture. Music. The melanger room is warm and filled with the rich aroma of developing chocolate. Workers check the machines regularly, scraping down the sides to ensure all the chocolate receives even grinding. The chocolate changes appearance during this long process, starting as a dry, crumbly mass and gradually becoming a glossy, flowing liquid. Watching this mixing it. This process was invented by Rudolf Lindt in 1879 and revolutionized chocolate making. During conching, volatile acids and bitter compounds evaporate, while flavor molecules continue to develop and combine. The chocolate becomes smoother and more mellow. Conching can last from a few hours to several days. The longer the conching time, the smoother and more refined the final chocolate. Music. Once the chocolate reaches the desired flavor and texture, it is ready for tempering. This is perhaps the trickiest step in chocolate making. Desirable properties. Properly tempered chocolate has a glossy shine, a satisfying snap when broken, and a smooth melt in the mouth. It also resists bloom, the white dusty coating that appears on poorly stored chocolate. Music. The tempering process begins by heating the chocolate to about 50 degrees Celsius to melt all existing crystals, slightly to about 31 or 32 degrees to melt any unstable crystals while keeping the beta crystals intact. Master chocolatiers can temper chocolate by hand on a marble slab, but most small factories use tempering machines that automate this precise process. Music. The tempered chocolate is now ready for molding. The factory uses polycarbonate molds that give the bars their final shape. These have any trapped air bubbles. Air bubbles would create holes in the finished bars and affect their appearance and texture. The filled molds are then placed on racks and moved to a cooling tunnel or room. Music. Proper cooling is essential for achieving the perfect finish. The cooling room maintains a temperature of about 15 degrees Celsius with controlled humidity. The chocolate contracts slightly as it cools, which helps release it from the molds. Cooling takes about 20 to 30 minutes for standard bars. During this time, the beta crystals solidify and lock in the smooth texture, revealing their glossy surfaces. Workers inspect each bar visually, checking for defects like air bubbles, bloom, or cracks. Any imperfect bars are set aside to be remelted and reprocessed. Nothing is wasted in a small chocolate factory. The accepted bars move forward to the packaging area. Music before packaging. Each bar is weighed with the molding process. The weighing station also provides data for quality control and production tracking. Music packaging in an chocolate factory is often done by hand. Each bar is first wrapped in aluminum foil, which protects it from light and moisture. Then it is placed in a paper wrapper or sleeve that displays the brand name, origin information, ingredient list, and nutritional facts. The wrapped bars are then placed in cardboard boxes for shipping and storage. Music, but the process does not end here. Quality control continues even after packaging. Random bars from each batch are selected for tasting. The chocolate maker evaluates the aroma, appearance, snap, texture, and flavor. Detailed notes are kept for each batch, allowing the maker to track consistency over time and make adjustments to future if needed. Some factories also send samples to external laboratories for testing, ensuring that the chocolate meets food safety standards and contains no contaminants. Music. The finished chocolate bars are now ready to reach customers around the world. Some are sold directly from the factory shop, where visitors can walk right into that smooth, rich chocolate. All that effort seems worthwhile. Music. What makes small factory chocolate different from mass-produced chocolate? The answer lies in attention to detail at every step. Large industrial factories optimize for speed and cost, often using lower quality beans, shorter processing times, and artificial additives. Small artisanal factories focus on flavor and quality, taking the time to source the best beans, roast them carefully, grind them slowly, and temper them precisely. The result is chocolate with complex flavors and a smooth texture that mass-produced chocolate simply cannot match. Music. The world of craft chocolate has exploded in recent years. More and more small factories are opening, each bringing their unique approach or exotic fruits. Some revive historical recipes, while others push the boundaries of what chocolate can be. This diversity is wonderful for chocolate lovers, who now have access to an incredible range of flavors and styles. Music. If you ever have the chance to visit a small chocolate factory, we highly encourage you to do so. Seeing the process firsthand gives you a new appreciation for the skill and dedication that goes into every bar. Many factories offer tours and tasted this journey through the chocolate making process. If you learned something new today, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with fellow chocolate lovers. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss our future videos exploring how other fascinating products are made. And remember, we asked at the beginning, where are you watching from? Scroll down and leave a comment with your location. We love reading your comments and connecting with our global community.